Isaiah, you just wrapped up your pro day here in Frisco. How would you grade your performance overall today?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I feel like I did really good. Obviously, I wish there's some things I could have done just a little bit better, right? You take so long to prepare, and you have this idea in your mind, these goals, right? However, at the end of the day, I came out, I put forth as much effort as I could, man. That's all I can ask for myself.
Specifically, where do you feel like you had some good numbers today?
Honestly, I feel like my good numbers came from the L drill. Slipped on the shuttle, but it was still pretty good, I think. I was able to display my athletic ability and my bend and flexibility, so that was a huge bonus. And I think really my best performance came out of the actual change of direction drills and the pass rush drills.
Again, you're going to critique yourself because this is what you do. You're high-level athletes, but where do you feel like you could have been better today?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could have been better with the jumping drills. The broad wasn't exactly how I wanted to go, and the vert as well. But other than that, hey, it's all good.
How are you feeling emotionally now that this is done?
Honestly, there's a weight lift off my shoulders for sure. I'm quite relieved. Training like a track athlete over the past few months has definitely been a little bit different, but I've just been trying to enjoy the process, man. Take things one step at a time, and it was awesome. It's been a wonderful process, man. And now I can just go back, really hone in on my craft, and lift weights again. Some normalcy, right?
Yes, we've been talking with a bunch of your teammates about the build-up and what this 2-month training program has been like. So a couple parts of my next question: where were you doing the primary amount of your training, and what was that like?
Yeah, so majority of my training has been actually at BYU. I've been super blessed to use the facilities, train with Doc, Sky Main, and Coach Tupo, and all those guys. Being able to utilize not only just the whole facility in general, but also the training staff. They do a great job. How they been taking care of me and my body, man. Like, dude, I feel wonderful. Like especially for being right out of season and stuff like that. They done a great job. So I've been super blessed. And plus, I actually live down the street, so it was even better, man. It was super, ideal. And yeah, dude, it was awesome. So that's where I trained for the majority of it. And then the last little bit went down to Las Vegas and seen some other trainers down there and really honed in on the last little details and came out here for the rest of it, man. So.
And now it's behind you. So now your resume is out there as far as physical performance goes. But there's a psychological aspect to this as well with the interview process. So what kind of questions have you been asked, and how do you feel like you did in the intellectual part of this pro day?
Yeah, truthfully, it kind of caught me off guard because they didn't ask the questions that I originally thought they were going to ask me. I thought they were going to ask me things like about football, test my football IQ and stuff like that. The majority of questions I've been asked are, like, what would your teammates think of you, or what do people who you've been in contact with would say about you, stuff like in that regard. And so honestly, it kind of caught me off guard, but it's really cool because I really got to sit down and like, okay, maybe reflect on who I actually am as a human being. It was good to just be like, well, this is that, and this is what I value, and this is my foundation. So I would assume, and I believe that this is how other people see me as well. And so it's really cool in that regard. But the mental aspect of everything, kind of like what I said, man. I just take it step by step. Just take the first thing, then go to the second thing, right? And just be really patient and intentional with absolutely everything I'm doing. And I feel like that kind of takes the stress away from everything, takes the anxiety away from everything. It's just having that mindfulness and being present is what really it came down to.
What kind of player would an NFL team get if they took a chance on Isaiah Bagnah?
Well, first and foremost, they'd get a competitor. That's my bread and butter. That's in my DNA, right? Then they'd get a team player, someone who puts the team ahead of themselves 100%. I feel like one of my biggest additions that I can bring to a team is just bringing the whole team together, holding that bond with everybody. And no matter if you're a starter, bench player, even staff member or anything like that, I feel like I really make it an importance for me to go my way and keep those relationships and, make other people feel good about themselves too, right? Keep that positive vibe. And at the end of the day as well, they just get an all-around football player, man. Someone who loves the violence of the game. I mean, shoot, that's why I started, right? That's why I still play the game, right? The violence of the game and straight up tenacity and aggression.
From a skill sets perspective, what do you do best as a defensive lineman right now?
Right now, I think, I feel like I go out there and set the tone. Right off the bat, whether it's a run or pass, especially in the run game, I'm not afraid to stick my head in there and really, knock some heads around, man, stuff like that. And so that's definitely my main strength as of right now. However, especially over training and the way my body's changing as well, different opportunities on the field that I've been practicing and getting. My pass rush is definitely one of my strengths as well. Building my bag. Honestly, this whole time, all my football training has just been, straight practicing my pass rush, my hand-eye coordination on my hand moves and the aggression of me throwing them, my footwork with it, my low pad level, and honestly, my first step out of my stance has completely changed as well. So, dude, I'm excited for everybody to see that coming up for sure.
Some major work for you.
Major work, 100%.
You talked a lot about the relationships, the brotherhood you feel. 14 BYU guys down here. There were 4 defensive linemen specifically, including yourself. So just having that DL line brotherhood here, what has that been like for you?
It's been awesome. I mean, you start with these guys. There's no other way I'd rather finish it, or anybody else who I'd rather finish it with. These are my brothers, man. These are going to be my brothers for life. And so it was really honestly really awesome to come out here and see just them, absolutely kill it. It was great to see Tyler go to the Combine and absolutely put on for not just the team, but everybody, right? The whole BYU community. So it's just really cool to be part of that. And, dude, I'm super blessed that these are my brothers, man.
I asked a few of your other teammates this question, but what do you want to eat the most now that this is done?
I'm going to Cold Stone, and I'm getting a Love It ice cream. That's the first thing I'm going to do when I get home. I haven't had sugar in so long, man. I'm good. Ice cream is what I'm going to, 100%.
Specific flavor, toppings?
Cotton candy, first of all, and I mix in marshmallows.
You have earned it, my friend. Cotton color marshmallows. Hey, cotton candy and marshmallows, I should say. Okay, congratulations on getting through the stress of the day and a great performance.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it.